Hello and welcome to TTV News, some latest events in the province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of May 29, the Board of People Council Supervision Delegation conducted a review of the limitation of prosecutorial authority and judicial oversight activity by the two levels people procuracies in the province, led by Mr. TayNinhTV, standing member of the Provincial Party Committee and head of the Legal Affairs Committee of the Provincial People Council. It was also attended by Mr. Nguyễn, Provincial Party member and Vice Chairman of the Provincial People Council.
The supervision shows that the two-level people's procuracies have effectively performed their side functions and tasks, and the exercise of the prosecutorial authority and judicial oversight has been many positive changes, with the quality of various areas of work improving significantly year by year, and many professional performance indicators were met or exceeded. As a result, during the review period, there was no suspended cases due to the lack of crime and no acquittals declared by the court. However, some issues remain. Several verdicts were overturned or amended without corresponding appellate protests being issued by the procuracy. Additionally, the two-level people's procuracies are currently short by 37 personnel. And the supervisory team commented that the Provincial People's Committee direct relevant agencies to strengthen coordination in the investigation, prosecution, and the trial of criminal cases, especially in light of the rise in the certain types of crimes compared to the same period last year. The delegation also made multiple recommendations to the two-level people's procuracy, including enhancing the quality of appellate protests and particularly in administrative cases.
On the morning of May 29, the Department of Science and Technology of TayNinhTV Province held a workshop on implementing the Politburo's Resolution number 57 concerning digital transformation in financial management, education, and healthcare. In his opening speech, Mr. Nguyễn, Director of the department, emphasized the workshop's aim to carry out Resolution number 57 issued on December 22, 2024 on breakthroughs in science, technology, innovation, and national digital transformation. It also aims to raise awareness of AI's importance on driving digital trends and its application in public administration. At the event, participants were introduced to an overview of AI and digital transformation solutions, including AI applications in state financial management, public asset database, education management platforms, MISA Image, and unified hospital management platforms, MISA iHost.
And women in border regions not only play the role of the wives and mothers within their families, but also serve as a key force in propaganda and mobilizing the people to comply with the law, maintain public order, and protect national sovereignty. And through the program, accompanying women in border areas, jointly implemented since 2018 by the Central Committee of the Vietnam Women's Union and the Border Guard, the Women's Union of TayNinhTV Province and the Provincial Border Guard Command have supported the women in border communities to develop their economy, reduce poverty, raise awareness of gender equality, and contribute to new rural development. Lieutenant Colonel Nguyễn Ngọc Dung, Deputy Political Commissioner of the TayNinhTV Border Guard Command, stated that the program has brought about a clear changes in helping to strengthen the people's defense posture, especially amidst increased hostile activities in the border areas. Moving forward, the two units will continue mobilizing resources to improve the material and spiritual life of female union members, while innovating the coordination methods to better suit the economic and social conditions of each locality, aiming to build a peaceful, stable, and sustainably developing border area.
The audience during his lifetime, President Ho Chi Minh always emphasized wounded soldiers, sick soldiers, military families, and families of martyrs are those who have made great contribution to the country and the people. Therefore, it is our duty to be grateful, to love, and to support them. And braving those noble sacrifices over the last year, the party, government, and people of Long Mai Province have always prioritized the meaningful work of paying gratitude.
With hands marked by age and time, heroic Vietnamese model Võ Thị Sê quietly was cleaned the certificate The fatherland recognized your marriage, a sacred keepsake for her only son who gave his life for the nation. Now 86 years old, heroic Vietnamese mother Võ Thị Sê has spent more than half her life mourning her son, a pain that's never faced. I'm still sad about my son's death, but when people visit me, I feel happy. They care about me, they don't forget. Many of them come visit and call me mother. That comforts me. I feel like I still have a place, still have happiness. From the Philo Child Initiative to regular visits and gifts for wounded and sick soldiers and heroic Vietnamese mothers, the young generation of Long An is carrying forward the tradition of when drinking water, remember Israel, through tangible, compassionate actions. These efforts have awakened and spread the enduring moral values of national gratitude, instilling a deep love for the homeland. This is not only an occasion for us to remember and pay tribute to the heroic martyrs, but also an opportunity for today's young generation to gain a deeper understanding of the resilient spirit of Long An's people in the cause of national defense. The most important message we hope to convey is one of the right and responsibility that today's youth must carry forward. Long An province is home to more than 102,000 people recognized for their contributions to the revolution, including over 30,700 martyrs, more than 12,900 wounded and sick soldiers, and 5,377 mothers awarded or posthumously awarded the title of heroic Vietnamese mother. The province's journey of gratitude is made real through meaningful and practical actions, not just expression of thanks, but a deep sense of responsibility and heartfelt appreciation passed down through generations. In Long An province, the department has arranged the establishment of delegations from members of the Provincial Party Standing Committee to visit outstanding families with meritorious service to the nation, as well as wounded soldiers currently receiving care in Long Duc and Edgeworth in Village in Nhi Thanh, Thủ District. At the same time, it has directed local authorities to organize similar visits to heroic Vietnamese mothers and exemplary meritorious families throughout the province. The Paying Gratitude movement is a profound expression of appreciation from the party, government, and people of Long An toward those who sacrificed and contributed to the nation. The spirit of remembrance is continuously preserved and nurtured through generations, helping to build a stronger, more civilized, and prosperous Long An.
Turn to domestic news. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of May 29, at the government headquarters, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính received a bipartisan delegation of U.S. House representatives visiting and working in Vietnam. The delegation was led by Congressman Charles Mulliner from the state of Michigan, a member of the U.S. House Appropriation Committee.
The Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính expressed his hope that Congressman Mulliner and the U.S. lawmakers would continue to support the development of bilateral relations. This includes considering the removal of Vietnam from the U.S. subject export control list of D1 and D3 and promoting the review process for recognizing Vietnam's market economy status. Regarding the tariffs, the Prime Minister requests that during the negotiations, the U.S. take into account Vietnam's specific conditions and circumstances and adopt a more balanced approach aimed at building a sustainable, healthy, and stable trade relationship, one that brings practical benefits to businesses and citizens of the both countries. The bipartisan members of the conference affirmed their commitment to further promoting bilateral relations and cooperation, especially in the economic and trade ties and ongoing tariff negotiations between the two nations.
Recently, a delegation from Vietnam National Chemical Works, Vinakim, held the working session will allow Deputy Prime Minister Salusay Kamasit and representatives of the several related ministries to report on the progress of the potash source mining and processing project in Kham Mueang province.
At the meeting, Vietnam representatives gave a comprehensive report on the project's implementation status, including site clearance, infrastructure, equipment, staffing, and capital allocation. They requested the Lao government's support in resolving some remaining procedural issues to accelerate progress and ensure the project stays on schedule. Deputy Prime Minister Salimsi Kamasis highly valued the POTAS project as a key cooperation initiative between the two countries with both economic and political significance. He affirmed that the Lao government will provide the most favorable conditions for the project's effective implementation and task relevant ministries and agencies with coordinating to resolve related issues within the authority.
Guns, grenades, and explosives are not just combat weapons. They are indispensable companion of every soldier. To master and skillfully operate these tools, each soldier must overcome fear and build willpower and inner strength through hours of intense training. Embodying the spirit, sweat more on the training field, less blessed on the battlefield. Over the last time, newly rolled up Regime 5, Division 5 have reserved rule sun and rain. They literally training step by step to master combat techniques, always ready to receive and fulfill their mission of defending the fatherland.
Implementing the 2025 New Free Fruits Training Program, the leadership and commanders of the Regiment 5 Division 5 have focused on comprehensive implementation of training content, and among the priorities in the infantry combat skill module, with a focus on the 3 explosion training, which includes live fire drills and grenade handling, and this model is rigorously carried out with an emphasis on both quality and safety. For young soldiers encounter the lethal weapons for the first time, feeling of anxiety and fear are inevitable. However, through each training section and real-life exposure, those feelings are gradually replaced with the confidence as they become proficient in using their equipment. I've become more confident with the firearms and explosives, and I'm frequent exposure and education. I understand that these are the tools to defend the country. I now have a stronger mindset and greater trust in the equipment, and I can control it well. When I first handled the weapons, I was really anxious and nervous and worried about the safety, but after 3 months of training, thanks to the efforts of both myself and the officers, I've grown a lot. After nearly 3 months of training, our troops have mastered the mechanics and tactics of using the rifles, LT-1 grenades, and explosive devices, and their skill and performance have significantly improved also, and they have now proficient and fully qualified for the upcoming evaluations. On the training route of the Regiment 5, under unpredictable weather conditions, the new recruit continues to train with enthusiasm. Gunfire echoes footstep march in unison, and the 3 explosion training not only hones their combat skill but also strengthens their resolve, unity, and unwavering loyalty to the fatherland. And nearly 3 months of rigorous training have forced their willpower, improve their skills, and prepare them for testing, ready to take on and complete every mission entrusted to them.
In accordance with the Prime Minister's directive to focus on ensuring the production, consumption, and export of agricultural, forestry, and fishery products amid global trade fluctuations, and following the official dispatch on promoting the sustainable production and export of children, the General Department of Customs, Ministry of Finance has issued a document to local customs branches requesting that priority be given to immediately clearing export shipments of agricultural, forestry, and fishery goods, especially children and other perishable items or those in peak harvest season. Any issues arising during the customs procedures for export should be promptly resolved. At the same time, customs units are instructed to closely coordinate with relevant agencies, regularly update the situation, and promptly provide information on import-exporters of agricultural, forestry, and fishery products at border gates. Importantly, the General Department has emphasized that any customs officers causing inconvenience or obstruction to businesses must be strictly handled.
Since March of 2025, the prices of raw black tiger shrimp, the white leg shrimp, and giant freshwater prawn in Xinjiang province have shown a downward trend and dropping sharply since the early May, and currently remaining at quite low levels, posing challenges for the shrimp farmers. And the U Minh Thuận area, including the An Biên, An Minh, Vĩnh Thuận, and U Minh Thuận communities, is one of the province's major shrimp farming regions with a large farming area and output. Many farmers raising the black tiger shrimp, white leg shrimp, and giant freshwater prawns. Here was a report that after 2 months of price decline, the prices are now very low. The white leg shrimp size of 30 shrimp per kilogram is priced at only 120,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram, down about 40,000 Vietnam dong compared to the 2 months ago. And the drop in the raw shrimp prices is not only seen in the Xinjiang, but also in some Mekong Delta provinces such as Bạc Liêu, Cà Mau, and Sóc Trăng, where the prices have fallen sharply by 15 to 20%.
The opening ceremony of Da Nang International Fireworks Festival will take place on the evening of May 31st, featuring the first two competing teams, including the host team from Da Nang, Vietnam, and Johor Piro Professional Fireworks AB from Finland, the reigning champion of the 2024 fireworks season. As of now, both teams have completed their preparations at the launch site and are ready to deliver breathtaking performances to the audience. On the afternoon of May 28, at the fireworks launch site located in the Han River Port area, the Da Nang Vietnam team was finalizing the last stages of its preparations. According to the organizers of the 2025 Da Nang International Fireworks Festival, preparations for the opening night are nearly complete. This year's festival will feature 10 competing teams performing across 6 vibrant nights of fireworks synchronized with music and color. It's promised to be the largest fireworks festival ever held in Da Nang.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world is witnessing an explosion and artificial intelligence, a revolutionary leap shaping the future of global technology. Especially in 2024, this transformation has become more evident than ever. Vietnam is no exception. The successful application of AI in various fields, such as smart education and healthcare, so that Vietnam is steadily catching up with global trends.
There is a Vietnam that is strengthening day by day, where technology is not just a tool, but a heartbeat of creativity, of the ambition of rights, and of people who carry in their hearts a love for their homeland and a dream of prosperous future. But can technology ever truly replace humans? I always say that artificial intelligence is an extension of our intellect, a companion of our journey of life, not something that will take our jobs. Young people must constantly innovate, apply science and technology in their work, engage in self-learning and lifelong learning to ensure sustainable long-term development. Technology is not only about inventions in a lab, it's also about how we connect, produce, protect the environment, and build a smart digital economy and society. These are the solutions that help improve quality of life, enhance national competitiveness, and empower Vietnam to rise strongly on the global stage. Young people must remember that, although artificial intelligence is developing rapidly and powerfully, it is we, humans, who remain the center. We are curious about the world, we continue to create, and we nurture our emotional intelligence, something AI will never be able to replace. On technologies ultimately aim for one thing, to make people happier, technology from the heart for a prosperous Vietnam.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.